Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video boys we're actually going to be covering how to get to Champions Division in Chapter 2 Season 3. And I know you guys have been waiting on this for a while because this is basically what I've done all of last season. I basically helped you guys through Arena and stuff like that, so if you guys are looking to get some guidance through Arena to improve at Arena or just improve in general over Fortnite, then make sure to hit that subscribe button because over 85% of you guys are actually not subscribed to the channel right now. But dropping a like and subscribing to the channel would mean a lot if you guys enjoy the content and you just want to see more of it. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube likes not to give out my videos, so if you hit that bell you'll be notified every single time I upload. Alright, so tip number one for you guys, I actually have landing spot written down because this is probably one of the most crucial things you have at the moment within Fortnite. And the reason I say about the landing spot is the most crucial spot is because that is where you first land, that is where you first get your weapons, that is where you either take some early fights or you wait and you land at a safe location. You basically just want to pick the location on how you play the game. If you're a very confident player and you know that you can thrive off early game kills, then you want to make sure that you go to a hot drop or a name location or something like that. But if you are not so confident and you need to loot up, you want to get a bit of shields, you want to kind of cancel out that RNG, then obviously you want to land at a smaller location or a no named location. And if you're not comfortable whatsoever, obviously you want to land on the outskirts of the map, loot up and try and kill as much time and play for as much placement as possible, which is obviously on this list and we'll get to that eventually. So yeah, once you have your landing spot, you're kind of already good to go. You want to learn the drop on that, you want to make sure you have the best drop, know the loot rotations, everything like that. And then if anyone lands at your drop, you know you're going to have the best possible chance of killing them because you're going to know where they are, what they're doing, and what their next play is. Okay, so swiftly moving on to number 2 is early game fights. Like I said, you guys want to dictate if you guys are going to fight early game or you are going to wait right till the end and just pop off late game or maybe even fight mid game. But you need to determine what you're going to do early game. Are you going to stick to the edges of the map, like I said, loot up, get your loot, and then get ready to fight? Which if you're struggling to get to Champions Division, I really would suggest doing that. Just take it a little bit more slower. Don't feel like you need to push everyone. Just because you see someone doesn't mean you have to push them. But on the other hand, if you're a very confident player and you love like just W keying and you're not getting killed stupidly, then by all means go and do that early game. Because as soon as you're past early game, mid game is fine. As long as you guys are just make sure you have enough materials, make sure always you're refilled all the way to like 1,500 mats, 500 brick, 500 metal, 500 wood. And if you're all ready to go, you're all looted up and you see someone and you're probably the best, like you're the full loadout, everything you can have, there's no RNG kind of based thing that can go wrong, like you're running out of mats or anything, then start deciding if you're going to take them fights. And if you are, try and give yourself the most upper hand that you can by getting the pre-fight damage. Because like I always say in my videos, guys, pre-fight damage is one of the most underrated things that people don't do. They see someone and they're just like, right, let's jump in there with a shotgun. You want to take a few shots at them with the AR, even if they refill their minis. They have no minis left for the fight when you get close to them. Just remember your placement as well, which is another tip for you guys, because if you get to top 25, that's 60 points right there. And then if you get to, then you get top 15, that's 30 points. And if you get to top 5, that's another 30 points. So right there, you're looking at 120 just in placement, and that's without even winning the game. So if you can pop off and get a couple kills, because they actually class for 20 points in Arena, so you could look at like 250 plus point games if you get everything on this list down. Because as soon as you get past the early game, the landing spot, and the mid games, and knowing when to fight in the late game, you guys are pretty much set and you just have to fine tune how you are going to play. Which kind of rolls over to my next tip right here. You want to play to your advantages, guys, alright? So if you know that you are better at box fights, then make sure that you kind of do box fights, or if you need to improve on box fights, go into creative. There's actually a new map at the moment that you guys probably have seen in the background of this game where it's just like a 1v16 kind of situation. Everyone's against everyone and you're just box fighting on like a clicks map. So if you guys aren't very good, make sure to go practice that. Same with build fights. If you guys are struggling with build fights and you keep losing them, then like I said, make it a box fight, but then also still learn about the build fights in creative and stuff like that. You still want to make sure that you're working on your disadvantages even when you're playing to your advantages, because you're not going to have enough time to play them in game, because it will probably get you killed and you'll lose points in Arena. So make sure to practice your disadvantages in creative, and then when you're confident in creative, then make sure to take them over to the next game and then use them, implement them, and win more games. Okay, so right now you guys are kind of feeling a lot better, you know? I just want to touch on that placement thing that I said earlier, because I do have it written down right here, is just make sure before you start making a stupid play, or like there's 28 people alive and there's a kid right in front of you, don't make a stupid play where you feel pressured that you need to take that fight or that you don't need to take that fight. Always play around the placement, I should say. Because what, if you get a kill, it's 20 points. If you get top 60, that's 3 kills, okay? So even if you do pop off early game and you get 3 kills, you're only getting up to top 25 placement, which as soon as top 25 goes, that's where all the kills start going up and that's where all the placements start going up. That's the kind of time you want to make sure you make it to make as many points as possible in Champions. Well, not in Champions, but to get to Champions Division. You guys know what I mean. A bonus tip for you guys right here as well is prioritize rotational items at the moment, such as like crash pads, like anything like that, you know, crash pads, launch pads, anything that can just take you around, the grappler, the impulse grenades, anything like that. Just prioritize that when you're playing arena, because rotating late game is so much easier when obviously you have rotational items. You don't need to worry about getting sprayed by anyone, so therefore it's just a nicer game to play. Do you know what I mean? You're not stressed about burning mats at the late game, or even if you're in mid game or early game or anything like that, you know, you can literally just rotate out of a sticky situation and it puts you in that priority. But yeah, rotational items, guys, at the moment are just a key, because whirlpools, as I'm recording this, are actually disabled at the moment, and I know there's a lot of tournaments coming on up into season 3. There's actually FNCS that is coming out soon. I'm gonna have a video on that on the channel very soon as well, guys. But this is how to get to Champions Division in chapter 2 season 3. If you guys want to see me go into depth maybe about like how to get placement or anything like that, any kind of topic evolving around arena, then please do let me know. I'm down to do them. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, like I said, over 85% of you guys are actually not subscribed right now, so if you could hit that sub button, it really would mean a lot. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and it's been your boy Aaron Ozzy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.